Who'd have thought that having a baby could cause all this upset?
Well, it wasn't exactly normal circumstances, was it?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, you look nice. Very classy. You're not still dipping into that briefcase, eh?
It's the last time, and it's safety deposit box now.
So where are you going dressed like this?
Well, I've got a meeting about the new Millennium Club this afternoon. I just want to look the part.
Today? Why didn't you tell me?
I did tell you. It was meant to be this morning, but Jackie had to go to hospital to see Ron.
Lindsay, why didn't you remind me? I'm not going to be able to make it now. I've got appointments all afternoon.
It's all right. I'll be there, and it doesn't really need the two of us.
That's true. I'll put the offer in on next door. They said they'd get back to me as soon as they spoke to Ollie Simpson.
Oh, great. Right. Is there anything you really want me to put to Jackie?
I'm surprised Jackie Dixon's got the nerve to show her face after what she's done.
Did you know about this?
I was as surprised as you, Mrs. C.
I still can't believe it, you know. I was selling your own baby.
Well, she must have had her reasons.
Reasons? No reason on earth can justify selling a child.
I'm just saying, maybe she needed the money.
Oh, need. Do you know, I'd have gone out on the streets and I would have sold myself before I'd sell any of my kids.
Or gone out and got yourself a gun to protect your own child.
And look what it's done to poor Ron. Do you know, he's worked all his life for his children, and for what, eh? No wonder he's had another heart attack.
I don't know why you feel sorry for him. It was him that put our Kylie in hospital, remember?
And to be fair, you can't blame Jackie for Ron's ill health. She wasn't to know how it affected him. I bet she feels terrible.
No, I doubt it. Do you know, how she could sell her own baby then walk around as if nothing's happened, I'll never know. She must have a heart of stone, that one.
You can't see him just yet.
OK.
What's happening?
Well, he hasn't had a heart attack. It was just his angina.
So how come you wouldn't let us go in and see him?
Mike, they've just said that he's going to be fine. Anyway, and you better be getting to work.
How can you even think about work at a time like this?
Mike, I'm not thinking about work. I just need some time on my own with me dad. I need to explain.
So what's it going to look like when you go in there and I'm nowhere to be seen?
Please, Mike. I'll explain. I've got to talk to him. Alone.
Yeah, all right. But make sure you tell him I'll be in there later.
I just can't believe you kept something like this from me. It wasn't up to me to tell you. What did she think I was going to do? Run around telling everyone she was a surrogate mother? It hasn't been easy for her, you know. None of this. I don't even think she would have told me, only she needed some man. But I told her everything about me and Christian. And I mean everything. But I tell you what, never again. I'll only be a minute. It's all right, I was going anyway. I'm calling to Barbara and see you later. Hello, Levy Brown and Saunderson. How can I help you?
OK, thanks. Dad, I'm sorry.
I only wish you were. Where's our Michael?
He was here before, but... Well, I've asked him to give us some time on our own. He says he'd be in later. Dad, I never meant for you to find out like this, honest.
Bet you didn't. Yeah, well, you might have got away with it if I'd snuffed it.
Don't even joke like that.
It's no joke. How much stress do you think a heart like mine can take?
Yeah, I know that, Dad, and I'm really sorry.
Just tell me why, Jacqueline. Whatever possessed you to sell your own baby?
Dad, it's not my baby.
Who do you think you're trying to kid? How would you like it if I went round saying that you weren't my daughter?
Dad, it's not like that. It wasn't the same as when you and me mum had me, Mike and our Tony. It was never going to be my baby.
OK, let's try and work this out, shall we? You conceive the child. You carry it around for 9 months. Then you give birth to him. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Jack, but in my book, that makes you his mother, not Susanna Farnham.
Dad, it was an arrangement, nothing more. We didn't even have sex together.
Spare me the details. I want to know.
Yeah, but Dad, I want you to know. I don't want you thinking I'm just some cold, uncaring cow.
Your words, Jacqueline, not mine.
Dad, will you just listen to me?
All I want to know is... why?
OK. The Farnham's lost Matthew and Emily. And they thought that they couldn't have any more, so I suppose...
Hey, whoa, young lady, don't you be giving me any of that. You didn't do this out of sympathy. You don't charge for sympathy, love. You sold your baby for greed, not grief. And I have to ask myself, what kind of a mother does that?
Hi.
Hi.
Did you get my cheque? I popped it through your letterbox yesterday.
Yeah, so?
Was everything all right?
Yeah, look, I've got to get off.
Oh, right. Hi, Jack. Oh, hi. I was hoping I'd run into you.
What for?
Well, I wondered if you fancied doing a spot of babysitting. I've got a rather busy schedule.
Sorry, I can't help you.
No, I didn't mean right now.
I just told you, haven't I? I can't help you.
Oh, right.
Look, if you can't find time to look after him, maybe you should give him back to his mother.
Oh,
I see. I'll be honest with you. I don't agree with what you did. I've never heard the like, you know. Buying and selling babies like cattle.
you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah. And that child was entitled to grow up with his proper mother, not being sold to the next-door neighbour just because they've got a few bob.
Don't lecture me as if I was some silly teenager.
Well, you might not be. But Jackie Dixon isn't much more than a teenager, is she? Have you given any thought to how she's going to feel in the next few years, eh? At that age, they don't make decisions, you know. You only have to look at our Lindsay, everything gonna win.
Well, fortunately for us, not all young people are the same. Well, take Jackie and Lindsay, for instance. There's a world of difference between them. Maybe that's why one of them has spent the last couple of years as a successful entrepreneur with several businesses under her belt, while the other one's been working in a chippy.
I got you these, Dad.
Thanks. Of course, you realise I'm going to have to tell your mum about this.
Well, what for? Dad, you're only going to cause more upset.
One of us has got to talk some sense into you, and it's obvious I can't.
Yeah, and neither will she. Dad, nothing she can say will make me change my mind. I've done it now and it's over with.
Well, you'll just have to undo it, won't you? Listen, Jacqueline, this is my flesh and blood we're talking about here. Now, that might not mean much to you, but it means a hell of a lot to me.
Dad, will you just think about what you're saying? Oh, you can't do this to me, Dad. Please, she will never forgive me.
She's got a right to know.
Please, Dad, promise me you won't tell her. There's nothing to gain from it.
Ian Maguire, I've come to see me brief, Eleanor Kitson.
Mr. Maguire, I've already told you, Miss Kitson no longer works here.
It's first I've heard.
A letter was sent out to all clients informing everyone about the changes, and I did speak to you briefly about it this morning.
So who's dealing with me case?
Mr. Cuddington, it's all there in the letter.
I don't give a toss about any letter. Where is he?
Well, you'll have to make an appointment.
You're joking, aren't you? He's supposed to be my solicitor, isn't he? I want to see him now.
Where are you going? There's no one in there.
You're just messing me around, you are. I want me files. I'll get my own solicitor.
I can't just give you your files. You'll have to talk to Mr. Cuddington.
I'm talking to you. I want me files back.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I can't give you them. They're locked away and I haven't got a key.
Well, you better tell that plonker that you tried to palm me off with. He's not representing me. I want me files back, and I'll be back later to get them.
Must have been an awful shock for you all.
Yeah, you can say that again.
He looked so well last time I saw him. Have you any idea what caused it?
No, do you reckon it could have been a bit of stress?
I hope he hasn't been worrying himself sick over that carpet. I practically sorted it out.
Oh, nice one.
Anyway, I'll head down there now. See ya.
Ta-ra.
Hiya.
Oh, yeah.
George, Jack still at the hospital?
I'm expecting her back any minute. She's supposed to be at a meeting.
Is your dad okay?
Yeah, the nurse seems to think so, but they're going to run a few more tests on him. I'm going in to see him later.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, I hope so.
It must have been a terrible shock for him when he found out Jackie had sold a baby.
It was a shock to us all.
Well, she didn't tell me anything about it. Just kept lying to me for months. Everyone must think I'm a right divvy. Just tell her anything and she'll believe it. Rachel, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, well, you were the only one she told. Having said that, it's not the type of thing you want to advertise, is it?
I thought we were all good friends. But it's obvious you and Jackie are the real friends. I just tag along. Rachel, stop going on. I'm not bad enough day as it is. Right? So are you? Some smackhead client came into the office and started kicking off because Elmer's left. Yeah, well, it's not your fault, is it? Try telling him that. someone who's having a go at me. That's all I need to see you.
Have you spoken to him yet, or what?
Could be in court at anyway.
Don't walk away from me when I'm talking to you, snotty cow.
Get off.
Walk away from your posh clients and all, do you?
What you would do?
The likes of me pay your wages.
You? You're on legal aid?
Let go of her arm.
You are?
Let go of her arm. You all right, boys?
What's it to you?
I don't like it.
You don't know me.
I don't want it. Now, are you going to let go of her arm, or am I going to have to...
Shall I call the police?
I don't think there's any need for that. Do you? Do it. Now. Nice one, mate. Do you fancy a drink? Yeah. If you'll join me.
All right, babe.
Thanks, Dad.
Hey, you want to cover up your chest with some decent clothes in this weather?
Oh, he's gorgeous, isn't he?
Yeah, the finest money can buy, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. It's dead sad, isn't he?
Sad.
Yeah. Imagine Susanna being that desperate for a baby and then end up pregnant herself. I feel dead sorry for her, I really do.
Yeah, Susanna. Look, I'm sorry if I blanked you this morning.
It's all right. I understand. I'm still getting used to it myself. This wasn't exactly part of the overall plan.
No. Neither was Max playing away, I bet.
No.
So was it hard, you know, when it's...
When it's not your own.
Yeah, I suppose. It's the only reason I put up with our Nicky sometimes.
The only real difference is it would have been a biological impossibility for me to get into this condition if he was mine, and it wears me out.
Yeah. So you could do with some help, then?
What are you offering?
Me? No way. No, it's just, well, our Jason's girl, Katrina, she's a fully qualified nanny. She might be looking for a job.
Do you think so?
Well, if she's not up for it, one of her mates might be. Do you know what I'm to ask?
That'd be marvellous. Oh, Oh, I'll
Right, I'll see you.
I thought you'd be ready.
Not so sure I want to go home now.
Why?
Flaming kids. You feed them, you bath them, you change them. In fact, your whole world revolves around them when they're growing up. Yet they can still turn out to be total strangers.
Ron, you're not making any sense.
Oh, Jackie has sold her own baby. How could she do that?
Baby, she hasn't got a baby.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. So how is Ron?
Well, he's not as bad as we thought. I mean, we were really worried in case it was his heart, but the doctor says it was an angina attack.
Well, that's a relief. I'm really sorry how everything came out, especially the lengths we went to keep it a secret.
Yeah, well, that's come out sometime, I suppose. Hey, Lindsay's pushed that a little bit, isn't she?
Yeah, I thought Peter would be here to represent the feelings.
Yeah, well, apparently he's really busy in the salon or something. So if he's happy sending her as their representative, that's up to him.
Probably didn't have much choice. Oh, who'd have imagined we'd all go into business together? It's amazing how your life can change one year to the next.
You can say that again. I mean, who'd have thought that I'd have a baby? Well, you know what I mean.
I know, all right. The likes of Jackie Corker won't let me forget it.
Why? What's she been saying?
Oh, she was just having a go at me about Harry not being my baby and I should give him back to his proper mother.
What? And what's it got to do with it?
Nothing, as I told her.
God, this whole arrangement's gone crazy. When we originally made the deal, you were a couple with no children, and now you're single with a baby of your own on the way.
I know it's really difficult, but nothing's changed. I love Harry, and it was so good to find out that this baby's okay.
It must have been a big weight off your mind getting the amnio results.
Yes, it was.
I know. I remember how relieved we all were when we got the results of this little one.
I just hope the local gossips leave us to get on with our lives.
Yeah, well, if anyone dares says anything to me. And as for the Corkers, they're the last family we should be talking about anyone.
Oh, who's a lovely little boy, eh? Takes after his mummy, doesn't he? Doesn't he, Jack? Mum, tell me what she said to you before. I'm sorry if she started spouting her mouth off. She's just a bit old-fashioned.
Yeah, she's just too damn nosy, if you'd ask me.
Well, if you don't want the gossip, don't do anything worth gossiping about. Right. Is this stuff for me to look at?
Yes.
What about the father? Where's he in all this?
He's the one who's bought him. Max Farnham and his wife. Great, isn't it?
Oh, Ron, I don't know what to say.
Imagine the shock if your daughter did something like this and then tried to hide it from you.
I'd be devastated.
I've got to tell her, Mother, I've got to. Our Jackie's asked me not to, but I can't keep something like this from her. She's got a right to know.
You can't do that, Ron. Not if Jackie asked you not to.
I've got a grandson here, for God's sake. Sold to the highest bidder, and it's down to me to get him back. Who do them Farnhams think they are? Nobody buys a Dixon and gets away with it.
Are you two listening?
Yes. Trying.
So your 20k buys you the right to put in the restaurant and the salon. Well, piece of salon.
Oh, salon.
Yeah, but we get 30% of your profits and you get 5% of ours.
Sounds good.
And 10% for me.
You are?
Well, I gave your Auntie Jackie another 20,000 to cover the auction costs. So I think Auntie Lindsay should get another 5%.
No, no deal.
What?
You heard. We should have sorted this out before, but I'm not giving up that much.
And what does Barry say?
Well, Barry's putting up the rest of the cash too. He'll own it and take half the profits. But your 5% is coming out of my half, so it doesn't matter what Barry says.
I think it does.
But I've already sold Grant's.
And you've already given mine and Barry's money to the vicar. So how do you think you're going to pay me back? I want that 5%. Right. I'll go and get a coffee and let you have a think.
Oh dear. Is this our first business bus stop?
Once a Corgill, always a Corgill, eh?
Perhaps you shouldn't have taken the extra money from her.
Yeah, but I was thinking maybe 1 or 2 extra points, not 5.
Would you want me to give some of mine back? I'm quite happy with the 70% for the restaurant.
No, Susanna, we've already done our deal.
But if Ma Phelan walks away with her money, we're scuppered. I'd rather have 2.5% of something than 100% of nothing.
Well,
look, are we going to haggle or go straight to 2.5?
3.
No, 2.
2.5. Oh, there we go. A Corkill and a Dixon in business together.
Well, not quite. Look, I'm obliged by law to advise you to seek independent legal advice. But as far as I'm concerned, it won't make any difference because you either sign it or you don't.
I'll sign mine now if you want.
Oh, well, do you need to discuss it with Peter first?
No?
Well, I'd like to read mine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, it's really exciting, isn't it?
It's rather daunting, too.
So, what happens now?
Well, nothing much until we get the green light to say it's safe to go and visit the site.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, that's it then. That's our first business meeting over with. So, you going to go to the salon and see Peter and tell him how it went?
Oh, no, I've got a dash. I'll tell him all about it later. Right, I better go. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
I just hope that Peter is all right with all this. Although, like you said, you might not have much choice.
Well, judging by that little performance, I think we better watch ourselves, too.
It's just a mess over there. Just give us a brush.
Okay.
Ta-love. So how are the baby merchants?
Oh, don't start.
It'll all end in tears, you know. Susanna Farnham will never love that baby like she loves the one she's carrying. No consideration's been given to that child whatsoever. It's all been done out of selfishness and greed.
You shouldn't be so quick to judge people. I mean, how would you feel if you were told you'd lost your children and couldn't have any more? Hey? You don't know how you'd react.
I have lost a child. And I know how hard it is having to deal with the grief. But it didn't make me want to run over the road and buy Gemma John.
Oh, you're so hypocritical, Mum. It wasn't so long ago my dad had all the trouble with the name-calling and the allegations. And you expected people to give him the benefit of the doubt.
That was different.
Oh, well, it would be, wouldn't it? You're so narrow-minded, Mum.
You should learn to look beyond all that and look to the people involved. You're no different from the people who branded me dad a pervert.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, love.
Hey, babe.
Hiya. Mwah.
So, how did it go?
What?
The meeting. I expected you to come in the shop and tell me all about it.
Oh, sorry, I needed a new pair of tights. I've laddered these. Yeah, great.
So when's the next one?
Well, we're not sure yet, but it's going to be on the site. Jackie said she'd let us know.
Good. I'll make sure she gives me some notice so I can take the time off and I'll definitely be there.
Don't worry about it, love. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you can't go. Don't really need 4 of us there.
All you're going to do is create more upset.
What other choice do I have?
Just leave things alone.
What are you saying, Anthea? That I should be in on this sordid little secret as well?
Lots of other families have secrets. Things they don't want to talk about because they know someone will get hurt.
Hey, you don't think I'm hurting now? What if this was your daughter? Would you be saying all these things then? Like hell you would.
I can only say what I feel now, and that is that you shouldn't interfere.
Oh, yeah, and what makes you the big expert on all of this, like?
I'm not saying I'm an expert. It's just common sense. You wouldn't like it if people started to disclose information about you that you wanted to keep secret.
Excuse me, but I'm hardly people, am I? I'm a father, for God's sake.
It doesn't matter. It's up to Jackie to tell people, not you.
Well, I must say I thought you'd be a little more supportive than this. Whose side are you on?
It's not a question of taking sides. It's about respecting people's right to choose what information they give or don't give out about themselves. You've got to let her make her own decisions.
Yeah, but what if she's not ready?
She's a young woman, and if she chooses to do things this way, you should respect her wishes.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with her.
All right. What if she regrets it later on?
Then she'll just have to live with it. She won't be the first woman to make a mistake. She won't be the last. But she'll learn to live with it.
How can you be so sure?
Trust me. I know.
Train spotting in Poland and rock and roll grannies in Spain. Real holidays. Next on 4.
Sure about you being up and about. Perhaps you should get some proper rest.
Well, I'm okay, love. It was only an angina attack.
Only?
Anthea, I'm fine, honest. Otherwise the quacks wouldn't have let me out.
Have you had any more thoughts about telling your Dee Dee about the baby and that?
No. Perhaps you were right.
Like I said, some secrets are best kept to yourself.
Are you talking from personal experience?
Just common sense. See you later.
Yeah, ta-ra.
Jackie, what are you doing?
My dad's out there. Where's she going?
She's hiding from me dad.
She should be talking to him. I feel really sorry for him.
Where's our Jacqueline?
She's out.
Don't give me that. I saw her coming here.
She went out the back. She had to go to the accountant's.
Oh, very convenient, that, isn't it? All this blows up, our lives turned upside down, and she just goes to the accountant's. Or is that just another lie so she doesn't have to face me?
Well, she's busy. She's got to plan for this club, hasn't she?
Yeah, all paid for by selling the baby to Max Farnham.
Dad, can't you just leave it? What's done is done.
I don't know, am I some kind of dinosaur or what? My daughter goes and does something like this and everyone's just so flaming casual about it. I don't understand it.
Well, it shocked me as much as it did you, Mr. Dixon.
You sure about that?
Honest, I never thought Jackie had lied to me like that. I knew nothing about it. Pineapple juice, please, Rach.
Yeah, well, there's some people I thought would never lie to me, you know. But they did. Too right they did. All that bull about it from Barry in Birmingham.
Do you want a coffee, Dad?
Forget it.
He's right, isn't he? You told lies to everyone. It had to be done. It's what Jackie wanted. I don't know if I'll stay here now.
What, Jackie jobbing?
Well, I thought I was working with my mates. What's to keep me here now?
Well, you've still got mates, whatever's happened.
Like who?
Well, like me.
Yeah, but it's not the same as people you've been sharing a flat with, is it?
Yeah, but Katie's right. It's what Jackie wanted. I mean, I wasn't lying to you. I thought she was in Birmingham as well.
I did try to talk her out of it, you know, right from the start.
I wish you had.
All right, Mel Mucker.
As well as can be expected.
Oh, set the date then, have they?
9th of December.
Well, what's your plan then? I mean, it's okay driving around for a few weeks. What are you going to do when you get banned?
Same as I'm doing now.
Well, you can't work here or on your milk grounds. You need a driving licence for that.
Well, I can't afford to be out of a job either. Especially if these insurance people don't pay out.
Oh, well, you shouldn't have gone then. All right, I'm sorry.
That'll be all right. It's just the first accident I've had in 10 years. They'll probably only ban me for a few months. I'll get by.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what choice do I have? Tell me that.
Have you told the missus yet?
I was supposed to pick her up from work and I was going to tell her then, but...
Well, you better not tell her until you're good and ready, because not going to take too kindly to her, is she?
You can say that again.
Anyway, you know where I am if you need anything.
Right.
Oh, and by the way, I've nicked a couple of airport runs off your sheet. One drop-off and a pick-up later.
Well,
it's just that it'd suit me, like, because I said I'd drop in on the lads. He's in his new house over that way.
Is there anything else down for me?
Not a lot, no.
Any sign of me dad? We've got Rachel to sort out now and all.
Oh, Rachel will be okay. I'll have a chat with Elisa.
Listen to this. Our Sammy's getting married.
Is she? Who to?
To some dead rich bloke, and he invited me to the wedding at Christmas in the Seychelles.
Oh, you lucky cow. That's great.
He's paying all the airfares and we're staying in some mega flash hotel.
Hi again.
Oh, yeah.
Did you get over that fella who was hassling you?
Yeah, thanks. Do you want a drink?
All right, Luke, what'll it be?
Coffee.
This is Luke Musgrove.
Oh, were you the one who helped Katie out the other day? I wondered why you were so popular.
I was just passing. Who are you?
The owner.
Oh, are you the person I talked to about jobs in the new club?
Well, I've been eating a bit of muscle over there.
A bouncer's job?
Oh, so what was that the other day? Some sort of behavioural counselling?
I don't fancy sorting out drunks for a living. Any chance of considering me for the pool attendance job?
Well, you need swimming certificates for that.
Yeah.
And a pool lifeguard certificate.
Got 'em all.
Is this a wind-up?
Honest, I've got everything you've asked for.
Well, why? Why have you got a lifeguard certificate?
I spent the summer bumming around Torquay. I think I fancied myself as a bit of a David Hasselhoff.
Well, all right, then you bring them in and I'll keep it in mind.
Only thing is, they got lost when my house got flooded.
No, this is a wind-up.
It's not. I'll get copies.
OK, get them.
I will.
OK, well, I'll see you later. Mike, I'm just going to see the architect about the club. I'll see you after.
Yeah, OK. So, what have you got planned for the rest of the day?
I'm supposed to have a half day off, but I've got to wait and see if my boss turns up.
Unreliable, is he?
He could be in court. Solicitor.
Oh.
So, how come you've got a different accent from your brothers, then?
I stayed with my auntie till I was 12. While I was in Dublin, they were in Liverpool.
Oh, tell me more. So, are you going Christmas shopping?
Not today, weekend. Been here for lunch.
Right, won't be long.
So this Susanna the one with the surrogate baby?
Yeah. How do you know?
No, Nicky told me. The baby's mother runs this place, doesn't she?
But Susanna Farnham was telling me dad that she's going to need someone to help her out with the kids.
God, you haven't put me up for it, have you?
Why not?
I don't know. It's just a surrogacy thing. Might be a bit complicated.
The only complication will be having me living next door. Hey, I'll be able to nip back there in the afternoons. Be like having our own place, you know, being married and that.
I don't know. I know my dad would be really made up. He's always on about me not using my qualifications, but I can't think about it.
Yeah, well, nothing settled yet anyway, so take your time. Would be good though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Jack.
Oh, I'll tell you after Christmas. Our Kylie's playing Mary in the nativity play. Guess who's been dumped with making a costume?
Oh, I'm the same. All this Christmas stuff at our Gemma's new school. And it's dinner dance, barn dance, bring them by. I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
Oh, Jimmy's the same. Only it's the 5th and the 2nd form discos he's been lumbered with. Can't wait till he entertain. All I'm looking forward to is a nice, quiet family Christmas.
Oh, me too. Roll on the end of the term, eh? I mean, Jack, it's this parents' group. I just can't escape them. I mean, it's day after day. I've got to turn up for the Christmas carol service this afternoon, you know. Just as long as they don't expect me to sing, eh? Hi, Susanna.
Excuse me. Thank you. I don't know how she's got the nerve to show her face.
Come on, Jack.
Oh, not you and all. She bought a baby, Mick.
Which is between her, Jackie Dixon, and their consciences.
Oh, so what are the rest of us supposed to do, eh? Stand around shrugging our shoulders, not saying anything? Aren't we allowed to have consciences too?
I'm not saying that.
Well, what are you saying? It's okay between consenting adults, and what about the child, eh? How's he gonna feel when he finds out that she's not his real mother?
Look, if Susanna's a good mother, I reckon it'll feel the same way I did for my Auntie Lou, who brought me up when my mother couldn't. Look, Jack, it's about love and affection, not biology. And I reckon there's a lot of people out there who would willingly trade in their real parents for someone like Susanna Farmer. I'll see you.
I gotta go back into town to work.
Where's that?
Car wash in Johnson Street. You could share a cab.
If my boss shows up. Hey, have you seen Anthea? Why ask me? No one tells me anything. Well, she's not up in the flat. No, she's not been in here. You are Jackie, aren't you? No. I thought you were Jackie. You sound just like her. Is she here? No, she's gone out. She's gone to the architect.
Hiya, I'm Mike, Jackie's brother. Can I help?
I was just looking for my mum, Anthea. I've got this afternoon off, so I thought I'd drop in, see what she was up to with the grannies.
She's probably just popped off for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I've left a note under the door.
Look, do you want a coffee, yeah?
Megan, I wouldn't mind a cappuccino.
Right, OK. Sit yourself down and I'll bring it over.
Don't she remind you of your Jackie? The way she talks and everything.
No.
Well, I better go. You coming?
I can't.
Tell you what, I'll go home and get changed, then call back. If you're ready, fine. Not?
Okay.
Ah, so this is our new branch office?
I was on my dinner.
Lunch.
What?
Lunch. Dinner's an evening meal?
Before or after tea?
Have you got the office keys?
Yep. I've left all the messages on your desk and the outstanding fee accounts for you to look at.
Thank you.
Are you not going to the office?
No, I thought I might get me dinner here, like.
Actually, wouldn't mind doing a bit of nannying.
Yeah, as long as it's over the road from me, eh?
My big baby. Just have to go upstairs a minute.
Right.
So where were you before?
I got stuck behind a broken-down lorry or something. You should get us a couple of mobile phones from your place.
Yeah, and the money to pay for them, I suppose.
I thought I'd come home for lunch. It's cheaper.
If you don't count the cost of the petrol.
All right, woman. Since when has it become a crime for me to come home and visit my wife?
All right.
Hiya.
Did you renew the contents insurance in the house?
Yeah, I did. What Jesus gonna do us?
Well, it's the future covered.
Yeah, but it won't change the past.
I might have the chance for a job at that new health club. Pool attendant and lifeguard. The only thing is, I need to replace my certificates.
You can manage that, can't you?
I hope so. I could do with a change from washing cars.
Well, just make sure that pool job comes off before you go chucking in the other one.
865 quid? Where's that come from?
Give me that.
Where have you two found 800 quid?
Well, you mind your own business.
By saving all my Sunday overtime and the money your dad gets from his airport runs. It's our silver fund.
Your what?
By the time it gets to our silver wedding anniversary, we're going to have enough money for a cruise.
Oh, nice one.
Mind you, the rate we're going at the moment, we're probably going to have to use it to pay the Shadwicks.
We can't do that.
What was it you were saying about needing every penny these days?
Well?
Well, what?
What mess have you created for us all this time?
What are you talking about?
It's written all over your face, Dad. Let's hear it.
I forgot to pay the insurance.
It's more than that.
It isn't.
Look me in the eye and say it. So how bad is it?
I'm up for drink driving.
Yeah, I know I'm a waste of skin. Don't you think I don't know that?
Well, you're not going to tell your mother, are you?
Why should I wreck her life? No. You're the expert at that.
Is it Megan the Welsh name?
Yeah, my dad was from Wales.
Megan. Yeah, I really like that.
It was so soft.
No, I mean it. So what does it mean?
I don't know.
Well, look, I'll make sure to look it up before our first date.
Did she?
Do you want another coffee?
Please. Just coffee, please, Rach.
Hey.
Who's that with Mike?
You know that Anthea who works for Mr. Dixon? It's her daughter.
Just Mike to be straight in there.
Don't you think she looks a bit like Jackie? I thought it was her when she came in.
A bit, yeah.
She even sounds like her.
Has Jackie come back yet?
No.
Come on, Rach. We couldn't tell everyone what was going on.
We're all supposed to be mates.
We are. Which is why we didn't want to lumber you with it.
You are?
Well, you've seen what Jackie's dad's like. We didn't want you worrying about having to keep the secret from him. It wouldn't have been fair. And it wouldn't have been fair on Jackie. All she was going through and then having to worry about you. That's being mates too, you know. Understanding what your other mates are going through, even if you don't know it at the time. You see what I mean?
I suppose she has been through a lot.
Yeah. Makes two-time and Jason Shadwick seem small, doesn't it?
Doesn't it bother you seeing them two together?
I don't know if it does or not.
It didn't bother me.
God, I'll have to go. My dad will kill me if I don't get back.
Hey, you're not going, are you? I thought we were going to have a coffee. I said 5 minutes.
So you got rid of her?
Yeah.
And how many times you got rid of me without me realising it, just so you can go and see her?
I didn't know the score, Katie. This is how we decide to run things.
Not anymore. We're finished. No, you've no intention of finishing with Katrina because you don't have to. You think you've got me on a string at your beck and call whenever it suits you.
Come on, Kate. Don't be like this. I thought we were sound.
Not anymore.
Come on, Katie.
No, I mean it. I can't be bothered with something so childish. I feel like some two-timing teenager, you winking at me in there and then straight over to me the minute she's out the door. I feel sneaky and sordid and pathetic, and I don't want any more of it. I just want to spend my spare time with my friends.
Sorry I'm a bit late. You ready?
Yeah, well and truly. What's up? Not worse than I feel.
Family stuff.
You don't want to talk?
No.
So you haven't got a fella at all?
No.
You must have someone.
There was this guy at work I used to see, but he went to live down south. There was nothing in it, we sort of lost touch. I suppose you've got loads?
The hours of work in this place, no chance. I mean, I only get one night a week off. Nice to find time to share with someone, though.
Yeah?
Definitely, it's just finding the right girl.
What a shame.
Mr. Cuddington?
Yes?
Well, I hope you don't mind, but the office was closed, and I realise you're probably on your lunch, but I wonder if you could give me some advice.
Well,
Susanna Farnham.
Nathan Cuddington. Sit down.
It's about divorce, and I need to find out about changing my name back to my maiden name, and I need to know about adopting a baby.
I think I'd better switch the meter on, hadn't I?
Are you going in at all?
Bit later.
I thought you had a couple of airport runs today.
I swap things around a bit.
You given an airport run to someone else?
No.
Oh, Joey, you have, haven't you? What are you doing giving away a good job?
I was feeling a bit tired.
Tired?
Look, it wasn't like that. It wasn't my job in the first place. I mean, I thought Benny was off sick. Then he came in earlier.
It's just our luck, isn't it? So what are you going to do?
About what?
Money. What else? I suppose you could start cruising for casuals.
That's against the rules.
Rules? Joey, in case you hadn't noticed it, we're up the creek without a boat, let alone a paddle. What are a few rules, for God's sake?
Generally, as far as I can see, and we'll have to take some better advice, what puts the adoption of Harry in jeopardy is the fact that you and your husband are separated. Now, this Warren Spence chap can't proceed any further. As well as that, the authorities tend to prefer to allow adoptions to couples in a stable relationship.
Is there anything we can do?
All I can do is contact Mr. Spence and ask if he's willing to pass the file on to me.
I'd be grateful if you would do that. I just want to make a fresh start straight away. I want to be Susanna Morrissey, a single mother of 2.
Well, I can change your name by deed poll this week, but why bother? You can call yourself whatever you wish. We can get round to deed poll when you need to apply for loans and so on. Your main problem's the divorce.
He's confessed to adultery over 20 years, right through both our marriages. He won't contest it, I'm certain of that.
I'm afraid you can't start divorce proceedings until you've been married for 12 months. Next summer's the earliest time you can act.
Well, that's stupid. I know whether there's a future between Max and I.
I agree, and I'm not the only solicitor who thinks that this should be done on age plans. And this 12 months should be reserved for younger people to encourage them to try harder to stay together.
Couldn't we add the time from our first marriage?
A novel idea, but sorry, no.
That means I'm stuck with Max till next summer, because we live in a nanny state.
You can't get round it, I'm afraid.
What are you doing hanging around in here?
Waiting for you.
I'm here now, so let's go.
What's up with you? Talking to Mike?
I don't want you talking to him.
That's a bit heavy, innit? I'm only talking to her.
We've arranged to go out. What is wrong with you?
I don't want you going out with him.
Hey, hang on a minute. What's the problem?
Just because I work for your father doesn't mean my daughter's fair game for you.
What was all that about?
I don't know. Got a clue.
You're not thinking of sneaking off, I hope.
No, I was just wondering when the service was going to start, so I knew.
Joanna Fairley, Annabella's mum. You're Gemma's father, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Rick Johnson.
You haven't called me to let me know about Gemma and the sleepover at our place tonight. Is it all right for her to come?
Didn't know anything about her.
Really? She was asked a fortnight ago.
Look, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. They lead such hectic social lives, these girls. They're in and out of each other's houses by the minute. They never tell us half the arrangements. Still, as long as she can come. Is it all right?
Yeah, fine, no problem.
I shan't get a wink of sleep tonight, I know it.
I can imagine.
Just wait till it's your turn to have the little horrors. You've got that to look forward to. Anyway, I must go. It's nice to meet you.
And you. Bye.
She made her show me. All she did was talk to Megan and ask her out. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, well, you've not got the best of reputations with girls and women. Maybe she's heard.
Heard what?
Take your pick. Like maybe about you infecting Ollie Simpson's wife, for instance. You know, that could have clouded Anthea's judgment.
Can you put it straight for me?
Oh, come on, Michael. I've got bigger things to worry about. Like your sister selling my grandson to Susanna Farnham.
Yeah, I know, but this is the first time I've met a girl and something's clicked. I know that she's special, Dad.
He's my grandson, for God's sake. She can't just give him away just like that. Right. I don't want you giving me the runaround. Now get in that office now. I want this thing sorted out once and for all.
Dad, now, I don't want you ranting and raving yourself into another heart attack.
It was an angina attack, and no, I'm not, but I want to know what we're going to do about all this.
We're not going to do anything. I made a big mistake. I've always had ambition, Dad, and you know that. And it looked like I was going to lose everything that I'd worked for. So when the Farnhams asked me, I was desperate. I mean, I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
But Max Farnham, I gave him a room for the night.
Yeah, and I rented me room to him for 9 months. Dad, I know what you think about him. But it wasn't emotional in any way. It was all done medically and coldly. It wasn't even sex. He's Max and Susanna's baby, Dad, not mine.
Jacqueline, we're talking about a human being here. Now, what are we going to do?
He stays with Susanna, and she brings him up.
Oh, no, she doesn't. I'm not having that. My grandson's staying with a woman who's thrown the father out. She's not even related to him.
But, Dad, that was the agreement, and that is how it has to be.
Listen, I've lost a son. I've already lost a grandson. Josh. I couldn't stand to lose another.
Harry is not your grandchild, Dad.
You might not think so, but he's our flesh and blood, even if you've disowned him. Oh, yes, Jackie, I've got rights, you know, and I'm not letting this go. I'm going to exercise those rights. I want to find out what the law has to say about all this. You see, I want access. I want to see my grandson growing up, even if that means fighting to get custody of him myself.
Phoebe's acting like a woman possessed. Well, like a woman pregnant, actually. Friends, next.
Things?
Fine, thanks.
I heard what happened, you know, between your Jackie and the Farnhams.
Why?
Must be hard for you.
Just a bit, yeah.
I'm finding out you got a grandchild you didn't even know existed.
Yeah, well, I can do without the likes of you rubbing me nose in it, I can tell you that much.
What? I'm not.
Oh, save it, will you, Mickey? Just like all the others round here. Waiting for the next bit of scandal.
Hey, hang on. I was asking how you were. I'd heard you'd been admitted to the Aussie overall and everything.
Dad, here a minute. Hang on, Mike. So, what else have you heard?
I told you nothing.
Because I've got something you can spread around. That's my grandchild round there. And there is no way I'm going to stand back and let Susanna Farnham bring him up. She's 3 sheets to the wind at the best of times.
You can't say that, Ron.
I just have. And I'll tell you something else, Mick. You can tell all the other gossips round here that they better get their ears to the ground pronto, because there is going to be one hell of a custody battle. You see, I don't care what anyone else says. That kid is a Dixon.
I've got to sort out the new stock tonight, so I'll be late. Will you do the tea?
Yeah.
Kelly, will you get that down and get out of here? You're going to be late.
Leave her alone, will you? You'll give her a suggestion.
I don't want her late back at school.
She's got loads of time, haven't you, Kev?
Yeah.
Are you going out or coming in?
Do you care?
Oh,
you?
What's this?
She should be concentrating on her schoolwork and not rubbish like that.
It's not rubbish. She'd be made up if I wanted.
I'd be made up if you got yourself a couple of O-levels, young lady.
GCSEs, Mum.
I don't care what they're called, I just want you to get them.
But there's more to life than paper qualifications, as you know.
And you can give her advice on what she should do with her life when you've got your own sorted out.
Don't start, Niamh.
Don't start when you're telling her not to concentrate on her schoolwork. And what? Following your footsteps. When you can't even be bothered to put your own home back together.
Can't be bothered.
Well, I don't exactly see you getting up off your backside and getting down there.
Is that in between doing a milk round, running a taxi and playing to drunks in backstreet pubs every other week?
Oh, Joey, that's you enjoying yourself more like.
It puts food on the table.
I don't care. I want it sorted, Joey.
We don't have the money, I've told you.
I don't care. I want to go home.
Well, I'm sorry, but I've only visited the shrine in Knock. I haven't mastered working miracles yet.
Oh, Joey. Joey.
That's okay, Ma. I'll go after him.
See if you can talk some sense into him, love.
Hey, I've never even been near the shrine at Knock.
Get 2 beds near easy. Or a double bed. Suppose it gets a bit boring, does it? Stuck near on your own. Not gonna be from now on, is it? Why are you getting a flatmate? Can have a girl near every night with a bit of luck. How about me moving back in? You know, it'll be a laugh. Lads behaving badly, you know that. Sorry, mate. You had your chance and you threw it away. Afraid this is all mine now.
What's all the banging? All around the street.
Sorry, Mr. J. I'm putting a shelf up.
Oh, I see. Meant to be at an angle, is it?
All right, Jono, look at the state of that. What time are we having our dinner? I'm starving.
When our Gemma gets back.
Oh, how absolutely spiffing. Will that be afternoon tea then, Pater?
Hey, don't you be at it, you.
She stayed at some mansion last night with one of her private school Lord Snooty mates.
I hope she's not expecting a return late.
What time are you going to pick her up?
I'm not. Gemma just phoned. Her mate's mum's dropping her off.
Yeah?
Probably think this house is a servant's quarters.
Dad, I was just saying to Tim, it'd be better if I moved in here and all. You know, it'd give us a lot more space in the house, wouldn't it?
Look, I'm sorry, Leo. You had first shout, remember, and didn't stop moaning about it. I see what you mean, like. Tim's done a cracking job, hasn't he? Nice one, mate. Right, catch us later.
Have you spoken to Anthea yet, or what?
No, not yet. I haven't seen her, to be honest.
Well, it's just I wouldn't mind giving Megan a ring, you know. But I don't want to risk it while I'm still on her mum's death list.
You sure you haven't said something to upset her?
Honest to God, positive.
Well, it's not like Anthea to kick off like that. Anyway, I'll be seeing her later on this afternoon. She's coming round to do the roses. I'll have a word with her then.
Cheers, Dad.
Are you up?
Yeah, do you want a drink?
I'd love one, but I think I better stick with tea.
Coming up.
Did you do food?
Yeah. There you go.
Coffee, please.
Yeah, I'll bring it over.
Who are they?
They're living in Sinbad's gaff.
All right. Raking the pennies in again, is he?
Jackie's thinking of giving the lad a job, you know, in a new club.
Oh, is she now? She wants to be looking to her own family before she starts employing the neighbours. Especially that one. By the look at them, none of them have ever done a full day's work in their life.
So, are you going to give me the details, or am I going to have to read it in the paper?
I took a drink from the fella across the road when his daughter was getting married. That started the taste going. But all this insurance stuff...
So you went out and got yourself ratted?
I didn't. It was just...
Enough to get the police on your neck.
There you go, boys. Ready to order yet?
No, give us a minute.
OK, no problem.
So, how?
I bumped into a car when I was dropping a fare off. Police got involved. Automatically breathalyzed me.
You're right. You are a waste of skin.
So, where is Lady Muck, then?
She's gone down the wholesalers, then she's going to the architects again.
What time's she due back?
Later on tonight, why?
I'm going round to see that new solicitor, and I want her to come with me.
Dad, you're wasting your time.
Wasting me time? Trying to get access to my own grandchild?
Look, I know you're dead upset, but will you take it easy? You've already had one trip to the hospital. You don't want to make yourself ill.
Michael, I've already lost one grandchild. I don't intend to lose another. I want to find out what my rights are.
You can't use the silver fund, Mum.
Can't I?
No, that's for your cruise.
That's if your father and me make our 25th anniversary.
Oh, Mum, don't say that. He's working like mad.
He might be working, love, but we still haven't got anything to show for it. We've been here over a month and we're still in exactly the same position. That house hasn't been touched.
I thought you were waiting for that Greg Shadwick.
We can't afford him.
Well, I feel dead sorry for Dad. It's not his fault the house got flooded.
No, maybe not. But seeing as he forgot to pay the insurance, I'm just gonna have to use it.
All right, mate.
Afternoon.
Are you the organ grinder or just one of the monkeys?
What?
I need to see a solicitor.
I'm one of the senior partners.
Yeah? In that case, I timed that well, didn't I? Ron Dixon, local entrepreneur. I don't think we've had the pleasure.
Nathan Cuddington.
Pleased to meet you. What it is, Nath, I'm after a bit of advice.
Sorry, you'll have to call back in the morning. Miss Rogers will book you an appointment.
Yeah, well, it won't take it.
I'm afraid I don't see clients without an appointment.
Client? No, Nath, you've got hold of the wrong end of the stick there, mate. I'm not a client, no. I just want the benefit of your experience, you know, like a second opinion.
Mr. Dixon, we charge by the hour.
Yeah?
Yes. Was there anything else?
How much?
Usually works out somewhere in the region of £120.
An hour?
I think you'll find that's the going rate.
£120 an hour?
You asked for the organ grinder.
Yeah, I know, but... Oh, well, all right. If that's what it's going to take. But let's keep it as brief as possible, eh?
Emily Shadwick.
7.5.
Is that all?
She is missing one vital component. Well, two, actually.
What's that?
She's not exactly Dolly Parton, is she?
No, suppose not.
So, what about the one next door to her, then?
Who?
You know, Thingy Farnham.
You're joking, aren't you? She's about 50.
Oh, she's top hair. Dead sexy.
Well, if you're drawing your pension, you weirdo. Yeah, I've got one for you. What about that new girl, Kelly? The one who's just moved into Sinbad's old house. What would you give her?
1.
1? Thought you was really into her.
That's what I mean. I'd give her 1.
Oh, are you? As if she'd even look twice at you, like.
She would. See? She can't wait to get her hands on me. I can tell.
But I must have rights. The kid's my grandchild.
Mr. Dixon, I'm not saying you have no rights.
And she's got no rights either, has she? That baby's nothing to do with it. It belongs to my daughter.
But your daughter clearly doesn't want the child. She's made an arrangement with Mrs. What's the commissioning mother called?
Farnham. Susanna Farnham. And I don't give a damn what she's done. I want access.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dixon. I'll have to stop you right there.
Harry's my grandchild, for God's sake. I'm family.
Mr. Dixon, Mrs. Farnham is a client of mine. I can't possibly represent you in this matter. Had I known that Mrs. Farnham was involved...
What do you mean?
Mr. Dixon, you'll have to seek advice elsewhere. English law does not permit one of its officers to place his feet in 2 camps. You'll need to find another solicitor. Now, I'm afraid I'm needed in our city centre office, so, if you'd excuse me.
At the house contents thing, I've squared that with your mother and reinsured everything. The building insurers are still arguing the toss. They think someone was messing about in the loft.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't know where they got that from. Sure, no one's been up there for months.
No. So, what about all the repairs?
Well, I can't get that Greg fella to start unless I know there's money coming in.
And tomorrow you're about to lose your licence?
And pay a heavy fine on top.
Which you haven't got the cash to pay for. Well, I'll say one thing for you, Dad. When you screw up, you do it on a grand scale.
It's always been the same. I don't know what it is all my life. Just when I think I'm getting to the top of the ladder, a great big snake comes along and drags me down. Maybe it's down to my own old fella.
Well, I can sympathise with that.
We both know the result, boy. You don't have to keep trying to score the points.
OK. Go on. What were you saying?
My dad was a drunk. I don't know why.
Well, wasn't it because your ma left him when you were young?
Well, that's why she left him. At least that's what I always thought. I remember hearing them at each other's throats when I was still in my crib. I don't know what it was, but my father was a very troubled man. Maybe it's because he was English.
Well, that's enough reason to become a drunk.
Well, whatever it was, we never got along with the English side of the family. It's nothing to do with the Troubles or anything like that. Nor religion. He was of the faith. A bit too much, I suppose. Which is why I walked away and let you lot form your own opinions.
Sounds like he dumped his own unhappiness on you.
Like I'm doing to you.
Trying to.
I was definitely unhappy as a child. I know that. By the time I was a teenager, I was into drink as a way out, or what I thought was a way out. It's always been my problem.
I can find my way into things fine. Never can seem to find my way out.
And if you lose your license, both your jobs go and all.
Yeah. Meg shows his face again.
Well, I can see why you might want to pick the moment with me, ma.
I just don't know what to do. Don't know.
So, how much you in for?
Thousands. For whatever it is, we haven't got it.
I know you're in there, you know. You can run, but you can't hide. Oh, all right. Don't suppose you've seen the other one hanging around this morning, have you?
If you mean Susanna, no.
She went out in the car before. What'd you have to go and say that for? Well, she did.
What sound was that like, son?
Don't know.
Well, we wouldn't want to spread gossip now, would we, Ron?
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm sorry about that, mate. I'm a bit wound up at the moment, as you can well imagine. But I shouldn't have took it out on you.
Apology accepted.
I've just been round to that new solicitor's, seeing if I can get access to little Harry.
What's the score? You gonna be able to see him, or what?
Oh, are you? Eventually. It's gonna take months, though.
Is it true she paid your Jackie 100,000?
It's got nothing to do with you, that, Leo.
I don't know what she paid her, son. All I know is if it was down to me, she'd be getting a refund, and quick.
Is it really the best thing for the little fella, though, Ron? I mean, how long's he been with Susanna now? It's got to be a good few months. Be a hell of a wrench to take him back after all this time.
Susanna's not his mother, Mick. Oh, Jackie is. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all there is to be said. See you later.
100 grand. Is that what you got?
And what's the other one? A vodka and orange?
I'm not being funny, but what do you have to do to get saved around this place?
All right, Jack, I'm pulling me tripod to you. All right, Megan. You didn't half sound like our Jackie then. There you go. So what are you doing here?
Waiting for a drink, what do you think?
What do you want?
Hey, cappuccino, please. Plenty of chocolate, I need a sugar fix.
All right, go and sit down. I'll bring it over to you.
If I could put your mother up for the sainthood, I would. She's needed the patience over the years.
Then why do you keep testing it?
Well, maybe to see if she still loves me.
You know that. You wouldn't risk it.
I don't know what I'd do if she walked out on me again, like my mother did to my father.
How do you mean walked out again?
Well, she didn't actually walk out on me. She threw me out. It was around the time you were born. Well, you can imagine, that hypocritical father of hers. He took no heed of her while she was growing up. But after his beloved Helen died, he dragged her kicking and screaming from Derry to Liverpool. Get away from the wicked Irish boys. And guess who she meets?
A lovely lad from Limerick.
So, after all that, and then getting caught with you, she wasn't going to put up with any of my antics.
Coming back to now, what about the driving? I mean, if you've got this drink-driving thing hanging over you, should you be driving anything at all?
Well, as your mother said, I mean, at a time like this, what's bending a few rules?
Devil on the deep blue, eh?
Something like that.
Well, I can't put up with our Matt's crusty socks anymore, so I'll get the house sorted.
What? You'll pay for it?
Well, someone's got to keep a roof over me man Kelly's head.
But where are you going to get cash like that?
Well, I guess that car I keep meaning to buy, I'll have to wait. Again.
Are you sure?
I'll get on to Shadwick, give him the go-ahead. But remember, I'm doing this for me man Kelly, not for you. You owe me one.
I know, and I'll pay you back. I will. Thanks, son.
So, what time's court tomorrow?
10 o'clock. Are you coming?
The state you're in? I think I'd better, or else you're liable to go down for life.
Thanks, son.
Can't you do this?
Hey, you can knock nails in for Tim. You can do this for me.
I'm meant to be going to Salty's.
Yeah, well, Salty'll just have to wait, won't he? Take up a bit, aye. You've knocked it down again now.
Don't just stand there, give us an hand.
Oh, Leo, quick, put that big bag down the side, will you?
You lost me,
Just do it, will you?
Hi. Does this little person belong to you?
All right, James.
Hi, Dad.
You have a good day?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Annabella's got a pool and everything.
Jem will have to remember to bring her costume next time, won't you?
You didn't have to bring her home, you know. I picked her up from yours.
Oh, no problem. I was passing anyway. I'm picking Annabella up from the stables, then we're going to town. She's after a new hockey stick again. She's only had the other one a couple of months.
Can I do hockey, Dad?
We'll see, eh? I thought they had all that stuff at school.
When they've got us to buy it for them.
As if the fees aren't enough.
Can I?
James, I said we'll see. Now you go and sort your stuff out. I'm going to put a washing in of it.
At a difficult age, aren't they?
You're not kidding.
Is that your son?
Oh, yeah, Leo. Leo, this is Mrs. Fairley.
Joe.
Joe.
Doing a good job there. Have you got any mistletoe?
I'm sorry I can't invite you in. The place is a bit of a mess. I've not time to tidy up, you know.
Oh, don't worry. I better get going anyway.
I've got to go to work myself.
Oh, where do you work?
I've got my own business on the Manor Park Parade, like.
Not just a pretty face, eh?
Anyway, thanks again for having our Gemma.
Anytime. Bye. Oh, are you going to the barn dance at the school tomorrow night?
No, I've got something on, you know.
Never mind. I'm sure I'll meet you at one of these functions. Bye. Bye, Leo.
Bye. Got my own business. What was wrong with saying you've got a chippy?
I found out what Megan means, you know. It means pale, same as Margaret.
You're keen, aren't you?
Well, not as keen as you. I can't believe you turned up again after the way your mum behaved the other night.
I know, she was a bit mad, wasn't she?
Yeah, I thought that was it.
Well, it nearly was. After I'd recovered from being totally humiliated by it, I went downstairs and we had a massive row. You know, all this, you can't ever go near that lad again stuff. Then this morning I woke up and I thought, hang on, I'm not a little kid, I'm 18, and I'm quite capable of seeing who I want, when I want. So, here I am.
Nice one. So does she know you're here now, then?
After the other day, what do you think?
I promise you.
Easy to say.
I know, but you have to admit, I mean, what with the flood and all the insurance palaver, it's a bit more than usual.
Which is the only reason you're seeing my hand in my pocket and not down your throat.
I really appreciate it, boy. I really do.
Well, as I say, it's more for me man Kelly.
Oh, no.
What's up?
Nothing. Just a mate of mine. Bloody haunting me at the moment.
All right, Joey.
I've got to go and see a man about some crusty socks.
Yeah, I'll see you.
See you.
You, follow me around or what?
She had a word at your better half.
What, Niamh?
She thinks you're out in the taxis. I mean, she wouldn't be very happy if she thought you were in there wasting your wages.
I haven't had a drop.
Well, so do you fancy a swift one, then?
No, I've got to get back.
Yeah, hang on. You don't know why I'm here yet.
Why?
Well, I've been out all morning Christmas shopping, so I haven't had a chance to get on the road yet.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
You're going to have to sub me.
What?
80 notes should do it.
Wait a minute. Do you think I'm going to pay for you to swan around town buying selection boxes?
Yeah.
No chance.
You wouldn't want the boss to find out you're being a naughty boy, would you there, Joey? I mean, with all your debts, you'd lose your job. And the lovely Niamh wouldn't like that, would she?
Wait a minute. Let's get one thing clear. You're trying to blackmail me.
Blackmail? Dirty word, that, Joey. No, I'd say it's more of a thank you for keeping my mouth shut.
I thought you were a mate.
I am. And that's why I'm giving you till tomorrow to get the cash together. Because I know how hard things are for you at the moment. Tell ya. Oh, and by the way, good luck in court tomorrow. I'll be thinking of you.
Now then.
Ron, I was just coming to see you before I make a start on the rotors.
Yeah?
Fancy a quick drink?
Yeah, come, Ed. I need one after the day I've had.
Me too. There's something important I need to speak to you about.
Yeah, and I want a word with you and all about our Michael.
What about him?
Well, all this over him and Megan, you've got them all wrong, you know.
So what do you reckon it was all about, then?
God, no, she's not usually worried about me seeing people.
Maybe she just doesn't like me.
She only met you a couple of times, though, hasn't she?
Yeah, no. I got on all right with her, at least I thought I did.
Oh, my God.
What's up?
Ours left. Has she seen me?
No, I don't think so.
What am I going to do?
Well, just wait till they got served and sat down. They just got the drinks. Oh, no, they're sitting right by the bar.
Are they looking this way?
No, I don't think so.
How am I going to get out?
Come on, quick.
What?
In the office while I'm not looking.
Where?
Through that door, come on.
You know, I've already got Max and Susanna Farnham thinking that they can just click the fingers now Jackie will produce a kid for them. And now I hear that you dragged your daughter away from our Michael in front of everyone because you think he's not good enough to go out with her.
Ron, it wasn't because of that.
Yeah, well, I'm getting sick of it, you know. Sick of everybody treating us like we're the scum of the earth.
I like Mike, he's a nice lad.
Yeah, well, he's sick of being looked down on.
And in different circumstances, I'd love him to go out with our Megan.
What?
But he can't. We've got to keep them apart.
Keep them apart? Why?
Because we have to.
What if someone comes in?
Don't worry. No one's gonna disturb us.
Hang on a minute, love. Maybe it's me, like, but you're not making any sense.
Think back, Ron. 18 years, when we were carrying on behind Dee Dee's back.
Yeah.
Work it out. It was 1979. Meg was born in 1980.
So?
9 months later.
What? You mean Megan's?
Yeah. She's your daughter.
Total Brookside by Jeff Tibbles is available now from most bookshops, price £9.99. Well, next on 4, we're taking off with John Peel to pay homage to the spy plane in a new series, Classic Aircraft.
How are you, love?
Has your Mike been home?
No, I knocked earlier. I was going to ask if your, well, my Megan was in.
Oh, no.
What?
She hasn't been home all night.
Well, where is she then?
Presumably with Mike if he's not in either.
Oh, God, no.
This was bound to happen after seeing them the other day. That must be stupid.
Yeah, all right, love. It's no good blaming yourself.
Why not? I should have just come straight out with it and saved this mess.
Yeah, well, they won't be... No, they wouldn't. Come on, they wouldn't be sleeping together, would they? Not on the first date. Oh.
Damn.
What's up?
I asked Kelly to iron this. She didn't finish it.
Well, I don't think they'll hold that against you in court.
Shut up, will you?
Well, it's no big secret. Your ma knows now, doesn't she?
Not quite.
What? You mean you haven't told her?
She doesn't need to know yet.
Oh, Dad, tell her.
No.
It's freezing me rocks off what's in that garage. Especially as someone is always leaving the door open. Yeah, to let the smell out. We should knock the door through there. Who put my books down?
Me. I just wanted to borrow your bag.
Why?
I've got some stuff to bring around to the taxi office.
Oh, is that what you're off to now?
What is this, 15 to 1?
Right, Dad, I was only asking.
Sorry, boy. It's a busy morning.
What were you doing knocking at your sister this morning?
Oh, nothing. She was winding me up. Do you think we should knock a hole through there into the garage?
I'll knock a hole in your head in a minute if you don't get ready for school. Who left the ironing board out? And what are you doing home, Joy?
I just had to pick up something. See you all later.
Bye.
You don't have any brekkie, Pop?
I'll grab a butty on the way.
Oh, Joey, you shouldn't be wasting money buying sandwiches. And anyway, you should have a wee bit of a rest before you go out, Cathy.
We need the extra money.
Yeah, but I don't want you killing yourself. Talk to Benny. Ask if he'll swap a couple of airport runs. He owes you a couple, if I remember right.
Forget Benny. Look, I'm sorry, I'm a bit, I better go. Bye.
Yeah. Take care.
What's bugging him?
I don't know, love. Maybe he's doing a wee bit too much work.
Oh, yeah?
Morning. Don't suppose you've seen our Michael, have you?
No, you're not due until a late shift.
I'll have to catch him later.
Do you want a coffee?
No, I'm a bit busy now. I've got some great granny stuff to sort out.
With Anthea?
Yeah. Why, is there a problem with that, like?
Those are sort of sneaking up to yours before.
She wasn't sneaking anywhere.
Sorry, I was only trying to have a laugh.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Just I'm not in the mood, and... Oh, just the person I want to see.
Dad.
Hey, I've been told by Lord Cuddington that I haven't got any rights to see little Harry. Well, I'm not giving up that easy.
Dad, don't be having a go with Susanna. It's not her fault.
I just want a word. Excuse me.
Morning.
I've had a word with the so-called legal experts. And I've been told it's going to take months before I can see my own grandchild. Now, to me, that seems like the worst bit of injustice in the world.
I agree, Ron.
Let me tell you now, if I have to, I'm prepared to go to the European courts. This is about justice. I need to see that lad. He's my grandchild.
I said I agree with you, Ron.
Hey?
She said she agrees.
With me?
Yes. I know what the law says, but I happen to think you should be able to see him.
I can see Harry.
Yes, if you drop by, we can make some arrangements.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Right, OK, then I will. Yeah, I will. I'll drop by. And, thanks. I'll see you.
And I'll tell our Michael that you want a word.
Yeah, as soon as you can.
Bye.
Thanks for that.
I don't need enemies.
You're a gem. Oh, well, here's the third member of the coven.
No, she's a business colleague.
Oh, lucky us.
Hiya. Hello.
Oh, hardly slept a wink and that excited.
We better get going then. Shall we go in my car?
Isn't that Max's car?
Not anymore. I've relieved him of this little luxury.
Oh, I'll be getting myself a fancy big Beamer in a few months.
Do you mind sitting in the back? I've got Harry in the front.
No props. Well, here we go, girls. Me first look at the new Millennium Club.
Come on, Tim. I've got it open up and the delivery will be here soon.
All right, I'm coming now.
And anyway, you should be using the side door.
I thought you bought this for copping off.
I, just want to look cool.
Oh, yeah, come on. You're in work. Hey, you can't beat one of our pennies.
Yeah, but on my dinner break, I need to see someone.
Wonder who that can be.
Kelly!
Get lost!
I see what you mean, yeah. You're made for each other.
What are you doing, you blade? Get off!
Have you figured out a way to pay me man and
Get
dad
off.
back
What?
yet?
You what?
For wrecking the house.
You're a psycho, you.
Same genetic pool, little brother.
I didn't spend all that time with Auntie Rose.
And all those years watching me out fella getting a skinful probably explains why you think it was okay to skin up in the loft.
I wasn't. I was trying to grow it.
Sorry, my mistake. But you still ended up wrecking the house.
I didn't.
You wrecked the insulation, which allowed the pipes to freeze and burst.
That was an act of God.
It was the act of an idiot. Now, no matter what resulted, you were messing about where you shouldn't have been. And because of that, we're living here when we don't want to be living here. You get my meaning now?
What can I do about it?
Get off your backside and get a job.
That'll jeopardise me A-levels, that.
Well, it's either that, or I'll be jeopardising your health.
Can you believe it? It's actually becoming a reality.
Well, it's not anything right now, like, but it's good.
It looks like a bomb site.
Right, here we go. Before we go in, we need to wear one of these.
Oh, what about Harry?
Well, the site manager says so long as we don't take him out of this entrance, he'll be okay.
Oh, do you think he'll be all right? Well, as long as there aren't too many bangs, he'll probably stay fast asleep.
I'll just ask the lads to use rubber hands.
I am sorry about my mum, but she'll come round. I hope so. She was really useful with the babysitting. So what are you going to do when the other little one comes along? Well, I thought I'd ask Jason Shadwick's girlfriend if she'd like some work.
Yeah, well, she's a receptionist, isn't she?
Yeah, but she trains the nursery nurse.
Oh, great. OK, baby talk over.
Yes, boss.
Hey, bless her the boss. We're all equals, aren't we?
Not quite. So this is obviously going to be the reception area.
It's a decent size.
And where's the salon going to be? The salon is there. You can see you've got a fair bit of room.
Oh, brilliant.
And the restaurant is there.
Oh, kitchens are next to the office. Good, I can keep my eye on them.
Oh, it's great. I can't wait to start choosing wallpaper and all that.
Well, you can have basically what you want, providing it's in keeping with the rest of the decor. You know, fairly upmarket.
Upmarket? What? Worried in case I put up a bit of wood chip or flock?
Oh, no, but I'd hate for you to do it all twice.
Now, I think we can avoid all that with good communication and consultation. After all, girls, we are a team.
Hello, Brenda, love. Is our Megan there? Oh, right. I don't suppose your Sharon's seen her, has she? OK. Thanks, Bren. I'll call in at the weekend. Bye.
No Joy?
Well, she usually stays at Sharon's or Laura's. You don't think they're back in his flat, do you?
Well, we can always take a look. I've got a key. If only you'd have mentioned it.
So it is my fault.
No, it isn't, love, no. But I mean, what were you afraid of?
The truth. Megan thought the world of my Jeff.
Did you meet him after Megan was born?
No. I was pregnant when he came along. He was about 15 years older than me, but so nice and protective. And he wasn't bothered about Megan not being his. I mean, he loved her like she was his, and as far as she's concerned, he's her dad.
How old was she when he died?
13. It took me ages to get her to talk about her. Her schoolwork was suffering. I thought she might have to have counselling. Ron, when we see her and Mike, do we have to tell them the truth? Just yes, I mean.
We have to, love. If they take this relationship any further, well, it doesn't bear thinking about. I think it's time we both face the truth, no matter how painful it is. Come on, let's go.
You know, with this sort of square footage, I'd be able to do 100 or so covers.
Oh, easy. And there'll be a mixture of people who want snacks or a full meal.
Well, I was thinking of two types of menu, a sort of bistro thing up to 6 o'clock and then a more expensive a la carte.
Oh, sounds good to me.
You know, this is the sort of thing Max would have loved to have run.
Sometimes I wonder whether I did the right thing.
In what way?
Well, opening my mouth about Max.
Oh, you mean being honest with me, you did exactly the right thing?
What you call an Irishman in the suit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Court 4.
Right. Let's go and see if my solicitor's up there.
Well, he reckons 4 weeks and then all the finishing touches will be complete.
Oh.
And it's just down to fixtures and fittings.
Yeah, that's the schedule. Now I need your lease agreements back.
Oh, you've already got mine?
Yes, but you only sign one copy.
Oh, right. Lindsay. Oh, nearly put cordial there. Lindsay, here you go. Got to practice that more.
Top. Susanna?
Both signed already.
Hey, what's that say?
I've had my name changed. I'm going to start the new business under my maiden name, Susanna Morrissey.
Shouldn't we go?
We're not leaving here till he gets back.
And the state of the big fella, he looked like a gorilla.
He reminds me of you.
Hi, son.
All right, Dad, what are you doing here?
Just come in a minute.
Not gonna kick off again, are you, Mum?
No, love.
Where have you been?
Out.
Yeah, I know that, son, but where?
What's the matter?
Please tell us where you've been.
You've been to town on an all-nighter.
And then what?
Dad, what's the third degree about?
Look, Michael, I don't want to do this, son, but where did you go after the club?
You're treating us like little kids.
Megan, just answer the question.
The all-nighter went on till 6, and then we went and had brekkie in town. Just been having a laugh together.
There's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Well...
Look, Anthea, I've looked after her. You don't have to worry. Where's your mates, aren't they?
Can you just take your hand off her, please, son?
What?
Mum?
I'm sorry, love.
For what?
Dad, what the hell's going on?
About 18 years ago, Anthea and I knew each other and we had a relationship and...
I got pregnant.
You kidding?
No, Mum. Don't say it, please.
I'm sorry, babe.
Listen, thanks very much. I'll phone you about the appointment.
Well, that was short and not so sweet.
Yeah, but when I come back for a sentence, they mightn't ban me from driving when they're told it's my job.
Yeah, and it might help if you gave the magistrate a funny handshake.
You're telling me British justice isn't straight?
Would I say that? Listen, I'm just going to go to the bog before we go.
Right.
All right, Joey.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was just in the area. And when I saw how smart you looked, I thought I wouldn't mind a suit like that myself. But I'm a bit short.
Of brain cells?
Hey, don't get insulting.
Leave me alone.
I only came over to see if your missus was here. Thought you might need a bit of comfort and support.
What?
These are stressful times, Joey. She might need a shoulder to cry on. I reckon you haven't told her about your little appearance this morning, have you? Right. Here's the deal. You pay my settle each week, and I get amnesia. The minute you stop paying, my memory comes back, and I go to the dairies, the taxis, and maybe this little lorry here. You get me drift?
Come! Hey! Pack it in, Dad. Come on.
Take his advice, Paddy.
Who are you kidding? Hey, Dad's here, look, for God's sake, what do you think you're doing?
Don't have anyone insulting you.
You're off your head.
Wait outside, boy. Just do it.
I'll wait here.
Sorry about that. He's a bit hot-headed.
Yeah, but if he touches me again, the price goes up. Got it? See ya.
So what was all that about?
It's the fella's car I hit. He's a bit upset. He's a decent bloke, usually.
Scout scumbag.
Hey, your brother's a Scousers.
Isn't that a fact?
Well, that was a successful visit. So, are you happy then? Very. Can't wait for Peter to see you. Although we might want to talk about the position of the salon.
Look, I'm not being funny, but last time you said you didn't need to consult with Peter.
I won't. He just might have some ideas, that's all.
Yeah, and we can't hang about waiting for you to go back and check everything all the time.
I won't.
Oh. So, if this is us three, maybe you'll have to tell Peter what we've given him, rather than you telling us what he wants.
Bit of girl power, as they say.
I know it's not ideal, son, but well, there's never a right way to talk about these things.
Ideal? What the hell was going through your minds not telling us about this?
That was my fault. I didn't tell your dad until yesterday.
So why didn't you tell me last week when I first saw Mike?
I just thought I could, I don't know, maybe get away with it.
All my life I believed the man who brought me up wasn't me dad. You've cheated me, Mum.
I always meant to tell you, love, but seeing the way you reacted when your dad died, you idolised him. If I told you the truth then, God knows what it would have done to you.
Your mum was only trying to protect you, love.
Please, don't call me love. Can't handle that right now.
So who else knows about this?
No one.
So our Jackie doesn't know that she's got a sister? I think I'd better get it up here, don't you?
As soon as possible.
Listen, our Jackie generally runs on a short fuse, so It might be better if you and your mum let us handle this one.
No, I want to meet her, so let's get it over with.
Put your tongue away. What? She's at school.
Who?
Well, I hope it's not my mother you're looking for.
Listen, I know I keep saying this, but thanks for...
Well, you can start paying us back by giving us a run into work.
Yeah, sure. Let me just change out this.
Okay. How are you?
Hiya, are you settling in?
Grand. I don't suppose your dad's in.
No, we won't be back until tonight.
Well, listen, can you tell me you want him starting our house? No, our real house. He'll know anyway. But as soon as possible won't be soon enough, like.
Yeah, okay.
Off to work, are you?
Uni.
Oh, which one?
John Moore's.
Doing what? Or, as they say on University Challenge, reading what?
Psychology.
Oh, learning what makes people tick?
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Well, if you ever need anyone to give you a hand with those big, heavy books, give me a shout.
Ta, see ya.
See ya.
Who's the one who needs to put his tongue in now, eh?
What do you want?
Quick word with your dad.
He's not in.
Oh, the car drive itself here, did it?
Listen, I don't know what your game is, but get yourself back in the car and drive it into the Mersey.
It'd rust. Joey, me old mucker.
Benny.
You're not going to talk to this, are you?
Look, just wait inside, will you?
Better do as your dad says.
What the hell do you think you're doing around here?
I didn't really think you were taking me seriously, Joey.
What?
I really need the extra bit of cash.
Look, you're leaning too heavy on me.
Well, I've got to ask you for it, mate. What do you want me to do? Ask Neve. Hey, don't be getting all physical with me, Joey. This is a little something between me and you. Neve doesn't know anything about this, and I won't tell her. So don't make me. I can wait till tomorrow for the cash. See ya. Bye, lad.
Dad.
Look, it's just work.
And you were fighting over it?
Look, it got out of hand. We're getting it sorted. Come on. I'll get you to work.
Hiya. Oh, hi, Anthea. How's Great Granny's?
Great.
All right, love. Tea?
No thanks. Are you having a seance or something?
Listen, Jack, do you want to sit down?
No, don't think I do. What's going on? And who's this?
Hiya.
Hiya.
Jack, what happened is... Well, as you know, me and Anthea are together, you know. Well, of course you do. You know that bit already.
That's what he's talking about.
What he's trying to say is...
Oh, for God's sake. What they're trying to tell you is, I'm your sister.
What's she talking about?
I'm sorry, love.
Me and your dad.
Sister? Since when?
Look, do you want to sit down and I'll explain it?
No, I don't want any explanations.
Jackie, I've got it worse than you. I thought Megan was something special for me.
Hey, you a garage sweller? What? Do you live in a garage?
Yeah, why?
Me too. Cool. CD'd a lot.
Yeah, I did it all myself.
Including this crappy shelf?
Oh, no. My mate Leo did that. So, what's yours like then, eh?
Minty. Compared to this, and I have to share with my brother.
Oh, was that the one with the Scottish accent?
Irish, but yeah.
Hey, would there be any chance of having a look at yours?
Yeah?
Oh, Sam.
I'll give you a shout sometime.
So if she's 18, that means while me and our Michael were kids, you and her were behind my mum's back.
What do you want me to say, Jack?
And if she's 18, that means that my mum was probably pregnant with our Tony.
There's another brother?
No, he died 4 years ago.
So, I actually had a brother nearly my age.
There's no point making all this up.
I also wanted mum as a brother or sister. And it's like, you've denied me all this.
I couldn't just walk in and introduce you to everyone, darling.
Your mum's right.
Oh, of course she is. The pair of you are so right. How very convenient for you with your secrets. So wise. Have you asked them if they slept together?
Jackie.
Dad, stop pretending that this is something which can be brushed under the carpet. I'm sorry to have to ask, but have you?
No.
What do you think I am? I'm sorry, Megan, but we had a bit of a freak show going on round here not so long ago. And if I thought it was happening in my own family, I'd top myself.
Hey, now that's enough, Jackie.
What? Feeling uncomfortable, are you, Dad?
Let it go, sis.
No. You can't just expect us to accept that we've got a sister just like that.
Well, you're gonna have to, because this is a real situation. No, it wasn't ideal that we found out this way, but I've got to face up to it. I've got another daughter, and you've got a sister, whether you like it or not. And if Megan wants, she's going to be part of the Dixon family.
Oh, my God, you are such a hypocrite. You've been going on to me about Max and Susanna and going behind people's backs and truth and all that stuff. And you've been keeping this a secret.
Jackie, I've only just found out.
You had an affair while my mum was pregnant. Don't you talk to me about cheating on people ever again.
Next on 4, a woman who suffers from agoraphobia makes plans for a week in Eastbourne. Find out how she gets on in a few moments on The Real Holiday Show.
All right, mate. You look like you're ready for action.
Yeah, Margie's been on at me to make a start on this extension.
Get it up for Christmas, like?
I could do without it, to be honest. If I'm working in our place, it means I'm unavailable to work elsewhere.
You got other stuff on, yeah?
Yeah, I've got a big job for that Irish fella staying at your place.
Oh, yeah.
If he comes up with the readies.
What do you mean?
I've just got a feeling about him, that's all. I get the impression he's all talk without the bank balance to back it up. How have you found him, paying rent and that?
Well, all right so far, but now you come to mention it, they were supposed to stump up last weekend.
If we game to start playing, especially if we've got a mortgage to pay every month.
Yeah, no. I think I'll nip round there later on, chase him up and that,
But listen, if you see him before I do, tell him I want the upfront money up front or the job's off. Joey! Hang on, Joey.
Oh, yeah.
I called at yours the other day. Didn't you get me message?
What message?
About the work I'm starting in your place. Your lad spoke to our Nicky.
Oh, God, yeah. How much do we owe you?
500 up front and 150 a week, like the quote said.
That's right, yeah, of course. I'll get down to the bank, get the money out.
I'll take a cheque if it's any easier.
Yeah? OK, great. I'll drop it into you later.
But do you want to get it now?
I would, but I've got a job to go to. They're waiting.
Yeah, well, hang on a minute.
I'll see you.
Flaming hell.
Come on, Jackie, this is stupid, love. You can't keep ignoring me. They'll be here any minute.
Yeah, well, you should have asked us before you'd invited them down here.
Well, we could all go out for a meal, get to know each other a bit better.
God, you're incredible, Dad. You really are. There you go, 2 chicken Kievs.
Jack, I know what you're thinking, love, but believe me, I didn't know anything about Megan. Anthea never told me.
Megan? Do you think that's who I'm really bothered about? I'm bothered about me mum, out here, 9 months pregnant with 2 kids to look after. And where were you, eh? Having the time of your life with some woman, dipping your wick left, right and centre. I don't know you dare to call me because that is the lowest of the low. I'm sorry. Can I get you anything to drink?
No, thanks.
No.
Harry, you just stay there. I'll get all our Christmas shopping in. It's a good boy. Oh, come on, little chap. Let's get you inside, eh? The keys! Oh, no. Oh, Harry! Darling, not now, please. Oh, what are we going to do?
You're not going to tell your mother, are you?
Dad, will you just get out from behind the bar?
Jackie, it'd kill her.
Well, she'd kill you.
She's got a right to know. Oh, hang on a minute. Doesn't that sound familiar? She's got a right to know. Isn't that what you've been saying to me about having Harry for the past week?
That's different.
No, it's not. It's exactly the same.
Jackie, please don't say anything.
If I don't, it's because I don't want to upset her, not because you're asking me not to.
Yeah, no, but there's no point in hurting her now, is there? Not after all these years.
How many others were there?
None.
Apart from Bev, I mean.
And Jackie Corkill.
Hey, I never laid a finger on Jackie Corkill.
Only because she wouldn't let you.
Were you carrying on with women behind our backs for years?
Honest to God, I wasn't. I wasn't. Anthony was a fling, a one-off. I only saw her for a couple of weeks while me and your mum were having a bad time.
Hey, hang on a minute. I thought you said you were seeing her right through school.
Well, yeah, I was, but...
Look, it doesn't matter if it was for just one day. Still enough time to get her pregnant, wasn't it? You've got a daughter, Dad. A girl 18 years of age who you don't even know. I mean, how do you feel about that?
Do you really want to know? Exactly the same way you're going to feel in 18 years' time.
What?
She's my daughter. Just like little Harry's your son. I want to be part of her life. Get to know her. I want her to be part of our family.
You can't compare what I've done for Susanna to you having some sordid affair behind my mum's back.
Why not? We both ended up with a baby.
But I made sure that Harry was going to be looked after. Agonised for months over him. But you didn't give a toss, did you? You just jumped into bed with someone behind my mum's back, got her up the duff and then walked away. And you didn't even give it a second thought.
Jackie, I didn't know Anthea was pregnant.
That is no excuse. You should have made it your business to find out.
See what?
No, yeah. All right.
Oh, no. I've locked myself out. Must be my hormones.
Well, do you want to sit in ours while Greg sorts it out?
No, it's okay. Greg's got a key.
Oh, has he now? Yeah, for emergencies like now. What else?
See ya. Tell you what, now. Oh, Max has got a lot to answer for, hasn't he?
Not half.
It's a shame, though, isn't it? You know, the way things have worked out.
Yeah, but it was always going to be a bit dodgy, though, wasn't it? I mean, fancy buying a baby off one of your neighbours. I mean, they must have been off their heads.
What other sort of emergencies do you think Greg turns up for?
Michael, behave yourself. Mind you, you'd have to have a go there, wouldn't you?
Behave, she's pregnant.
I don't mean now. I mean when she... You know,
I'm really sorry.
Oh, you're all right. You haven't had much luck with locks, have you?
No. You're not in the middle of anything, are you?
No, I'm just trying to balance the books.
Doesn't Margie do all that for you?
Not anymore. It's Muggins here. Tell you the truth, I could do with a break from it. I never was any good at maths. And how are you doing, mate?
Oh, you're not too good, are you?
Oh, he looks all right there.
Yeah, he's a bit hungry. Be all right when I get him in and settled.
Right. Come on then, mate. Let's get you sorted.
Oh, come on, Jack. Come out with us. Don't be like this.
I'm not being like anything. I just think it'll be dead awkward. It'll be like the other day, all sitting there not knowing what to say to each other.
Not if we make the effort. Michael's coming out with us, aren't you, son?
There's a free meal in it, yeah?
Yeah, well, it just feels dead weird. My sister, I can't get my head round it.
At least you didn't stick your tongue down her throat.
It's disgusting.
Talk about a game all the family can play. I feel like one of Ali Simpson's kids.
All right, shut up, will you? The sooner you forget about that, the better.
You're all right, keep your head on.
So what do you say, Jack? Are you going to come with us or not?
Maybe I know.
I don't know.
Oh, please, love. It'd mean a lot to me.
Yeah, all right then. But that still doesn't mean to say that I'm happy about it.
Oh, thanks, love. I really appreciate it. And here they come. Both as gorgeous as ever. Hello, Anthea. Give us a 12.
Never fail, do you?
All right, Meg. Everything okay?
It's Megan.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Megan. I'll get it right eventually.
Can I get you anything to drink?
We're going out for a meal, aren't we?
Yeah, that's right. We'll get a drink down the restaurant, eh? Well, come on. Might as well make a move, get the nose bag.
Right, I'll go and ring us a cab. I thought we were going in the car.
Oh, I didn't realise you were driving.
Isn't that fit 5, was it?
Of course we will. We can all squash up.
There's no room.
We can get 3 in the back.
No, it's all right. We'll get a cab. We'll meet you down there.
Well, I don't know about you, love, but I'm really looking forward to this. Great, isn't it, eh? Just like one big happy family.
Well, thanks. I feel like you've been my guardian angel lately.
Well, at least you'll be able to give the little fella his dinner now, eh? You been buying uptown or what?
Yeah, I've been Christmas shopping. I thought I'd make the effort. Well, for my sake more than Harry's, really.
Oh, your sister's coming up, isn't she?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, you'll soon get in the mood once you get your tree up and all your deckies on. I've just been out to get ours today.
I wasn't going to bother this year.
What, you're not having a tree?
Well, it's no fun decorating on your own, is it?
How are you coping? You know, with Max gone?
Fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, everything's just great. You wouldn't mind keeping this, would you, just in case?
Yeah, no problem.
I must repay you.
No, you're all right. I don't want anything off you. It's nearly Christmas, isn't it? Fish and chips, can of Coke, and there's your change. See you,
There you go, mate. See you now.
Flaming hell, we haven't stopped today.
I know, but that's over. That's the busiest lunchtime we've had in ages.
At last, well, I could do with a drink.
Hey, tell you what, I'm glad of the cash, though.
Yeah, feeling the Christmas pinch, I'm the same, mate. I spent a fortune on our Ruthie.
Not that. It's a school our Gemma's going to. It's like one thing after another at the moment. Uniforms, holidays, all kinds of special functions. It's ridiculous.
Well, the other half lives, eh?
Oh, too right. I mean, they're all minted. One of the parents was round ours the other day, dropping Gemma off. Felt like her eyes were everywhere.
Oh, sizing you up, was she?
Oh, I wish.
Well, was she nice, like?
Too right. Hey, and she's got a few, Bob.
Oh, all right, Jono. Do I sense you developing a bit of a crush there?
Ah, she's married. I mean, tasty, but married, you know.
You know, you haven't long got a good battering for keeping your brains in your cacks. I mean, can't you stay home for a while and read a magazine or something?
Oh, excuse me. Was I the one piping the 7-month pregnant woman earlier? Eh? No. If I go on the prowl again, a good, respectable, married woman is what I go for. Someone who'll keep everything nice and quiet.
Someone like this woman from your Gemma's school, you mean?
Oh, my goodness. Hello? Is there anybody there?
What do you reckon?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Good size, eh?
It's huge. Where did you get it?
From our house. I hadn't got round to putting the tinsel on.
Oh, no. I couldn't do that. I couldn't take your Christmas tree.
Oh, don't be soft. I get it off of mate. He gets them dirt cheap. He drops them outside your house and everything. I'll get him to get me another one.
Oh, are you sure?
Like I said before, Christmas isn't Christmas without a tree.
It's really good of you, Greg.
No sweat. Where do you want it? Right. Do you mind if I get off early? I've got a bit of last-minute Christmas shopping.
Yeah, no problem. Won't get busy now till tea time.
Good time, mate.
Hey, your wages in the till if you want to take them.
Mick, at last.
Oh, all right, what are you doing here?
Gemma's coat. She left it the other day. And you know how strict the dress code is at Heathbank.
Oh, thanks very much. You should have given us a ring, you know. I'd have come for it.
No, I didn't mind. He gave me an excuse to get out of the house. Clive, my husband's away.
Oh, yeah, whereabouts?
Oh, I don't know. Some village in South Africa. I don't take much interest, to be honest.
Well, look, thanks again, and probably see you up at the school gates, eh?
What time are you finishing in here?
Me? I don't know, 6-ish probably, yeah. Why?
Well, I thought maybe you could treat me to a drink after coming all this way.
Well, I would like, but I've got to stay here, you know, Simpad's finished now.
Well, couldn't you work a bit later? Just half an hour.
No, we can't do that.
But I was hoping to get into town, like.
You never know. I might even be able to persuade him to give you a rise.
Doubt that very much.
Oh, go on, Mick, what you say? It's only half an hour.
All right, go on. I'll hang on here.
What about your Crimbo presents?
You're just gonna have to give me tomorrow afternoon off, aren't you?
Oh, that's marvellous. Thank you so much.
No problems, my lady.
Cheers, mate. And, won't be long, okay?
I'm gonna stop flapping. Lindsay will be here in a minute. I'll get off then. Have a good time. Oh, and Michael, do everything I would do. Given half a chance.
Really is very kind of you.
I might keep the little fella amused for half an hour, eh?
No, I doubt it.
Still playing up, is he?
Only 23.5 hours a day.
Enjoy him while you can, love. They soon grow up, and that's when the real problems start. I've forgotten what our Nicky looks like. She spends that much time socialising with her mates.
It sounds good to me.
Oh, you wouldn't swap him, though, would you?
Ooh.
Have you got a bucket or something? I'll get this set up for you. You don't have to put your deckies on, then.
Well, I don't want you to go to any trouble.
How many times? No big deal.
Always one under the sink.
Get the kettle on while you're there, then.
Taking the time, aren't they?
You don't know. I hope nothing's happened.
How does Megan feel about all this?
I don't know, love. She'd be made up, I suppose. Same as me. Glad to meet her real dad.
Yeah, well, that wasn't the impression I got.
How do you mean?
No, I don't know. She just seems a bit fazed by it, that's all.
What do you think of her? She's dead nice, isn't she?
Oh, you don't still fancy her, do you?
Jackie?
Oh, don't be stupid.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, if all this hadn't have come out, though, I'd have been well into her.
Really?
Yeah, we got on dead well. I mean, for the first time in ages, I'd met a girl who I thought was worth putting the effort in for.
So you've gone off Rachel, then?
Off it.
Rachel Jordash?
Oh, Mike's been off today for ages.
Shut it, will you, Jackie?
I don't know why he doesn't just ask it out.
Because she's not into me, that's why.
Oh, here they are. Where have you been? I was beginning to get worried.
It's a bit of traffic.
Right. Well, yeah, you better look through the menu. I think our table's ready. Hey, come on, Meg. Sit over there.
It's Megan, and I'm fine here, honestly.
Hey, come on. Don't tell me you've gone all shy on us. Don't you want to sit with your dad? That's my girl.
Yes, there you go.
Thank you.
See you now. All right, Joe, what can I get you?
Just get us a bag of chips, thanks.
How's on your cab today, yeah?
Yeah, for what it's worth. I haven't exactly been run off my feet.
All quiet on the Western Front, eh?
Yeah, probably walk right through. Pick up a few of the town jobs later on.
I was going to come over to yours this morning, actually.
About the rent?
Well, you did say you were going to give it to us at the weekend.
Yeah, sorry about that. It slipped my mind. Can I give it to you later?
Haven't you got your checkbook with you?
Sorry.
Well, I'll come over later on then.
I'll have it ready for you.
Is everything all right, like, money-wise? I mean, it's not that you haven't got it or anything.
No, everything's fine. I've got no problems paying the rent. Just forgot, that's all. Anyway, I'll probably see you later on.
Oh, Joe, hang on a sec. You haven't paid for your chips.
There you go.
Thanks. Nice here, isn't it?
Yeah. It's been here for a while now. The girl that owns it's opening a new place. You know, one of those leisure centres with a bar and everything.
That's good to know. I'll have to come down here more often.
So you into keep fitting that then?
I'm into being pampered. I don't get much of that at home.
So, what's your husband do?
Oh, this and that. Runs his own company, sits on 1,000,001 committees. He isn't home very much. That's why I get myself involved in all these fundraisers up at Heathbank. I get bored being on my own all the time. I like to keep myself occupied. What about you?
What about me?
Well, I know you're a single dad, but isn't there any romance in your life? No girlfriend waiting in the wings?
No, not at the moment.
Well, that does surprise me. I'd have thought you'd have women falling at your feet. Good-looking fella like you. You're a good catch.
I'll have the rump steak, please, love. And can you make that rare, please? Nice and juicy. With some chips, now.
It's nice to see you sticking to that healthy, fat-free diet, Dad. And yours, please. Yeah, I'll have whatever the veg option is, please.
Ah, now, you're not one of them vegetarians, are you? No wonder you're all skin and bone. You want to get some meat down you?
I've been saying that for years, but she won't have it.
I've told you, I don't like the taste of it. So, what did you say you were, Megan? A computer software analyst? Yeah, it's just setting systems up for people. You know, getting them up and running and that.
Yeah, Jack, you can use it in that club of yours.
She's got 4 A-levels. Bit of a brain box on the side, aren't you, love?
Well, she must have inherited that from you.
Yeah, but you got the looks off me, didn't you, eh? And that's what's important.
Excuse me, I'm going to the loo.
Is Megan all right? She seems a bit quiet.
I think she's just finding it all a bit difficult to take in.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all, eh? I mean, I don't want to put the girl under any pressure.
No. We've all got to get to know each other sometime, haven't we? She'll come round eventually. Suppose it was as much as a shock to you two.
Yeah, you could say that.
It was worse for Megan, though. At least we knew we had him as a dad.
Can I get you something a bit stronger?
Oh, don't tempt me, Mr. Johnson.
Go on.
Sorry, I'm driving. Anyway, I better pick Annabella up.
All right.
What are you doing with the rest of the afternoon?
I don't know, but it's bound to involve vacuuming, cleaning, cooking the tea.
New man, eh? You're too good to be true. So, I'll see you up at the school then.
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled.
I've really enjoyed myself today, Mick.
So have I.
And now we've got the drink over, what's next? Well, I'll leave that up to you to decide, eh? Bye. See you soon, hopefully.
Yeah, see ya.
Hey, Casanova, do you think you're playing it?
What?
I thought you said she was married.
Yeah, she is.
So what are you doing, snogging her in the middle of the street?
It's only a peck on the cheek. It's just a mate.
A mate? Come on. I could tell she was after you the minute she walked in the door. She was nearly tripping over it.
Simba, there's nothing going on.
No? Well, you can tell that to her husband, can't you, when he comes round to do a bobbit on you?
Lovely bit of steak, this.
We'll have to come again.
How's the rabbit food, love?
Have you got something against vegetarians?
No, of course I haven't. I was nearly one myself once.
I've heard it all now.
My mum was saying you've had a baby recently.
Megan?
We don't want to get into that now, do we?
Why not?
No, go on, you're all right. I don't mind. I know that you've got your secrets out in the open.
I think it's really great.
Do you? Honestly?
Too right. I mean, doing something like that for someone, it's amazing when you think about it.
It was hard, though. You know, having to hand him over.
Yeah, but just think how happy his new mum must be.
She split up from her husband 6 weeks later, love. That's how happy she is. Anyway, her having little Larry, that's just a temporary arrangement. You see, we're planning on getting him back in the near future. Back with his real mother where he belongs.
Harry's staying exactly where he is.
I told you, Jacqueline, I am not leaving him with that nut job.
What? Susanna's more than capable of looking after him.
Her husband scarpered a fortnight ago, sold his wild oats and did one.
Yeah, and you'd know all about sowing wild oats, wouldn't you, Dad? One of yours is sitting right next to me.
Whoa!
Oh, I can't keep hold of it.
Hang on, I'm nearly there.
Oh, my God.
1, 2, 3. Right, let go. Hey, how'd that sound? What do you reckon?
It looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
It's all right. Just put all your pictures on a slant. You'll never notice.
Oh, it's lovely. It's really nice.
Oh, come here, all covered in pine needles.
We'll make that coffee.
No, you're OK. I'll have to get back. I've got to see a man about at 3.
OK. Thanks again, Greg. It's really good of you.
Anything you want, just give me a shout, OK?
OK.
See ya.
How much? Flaming hell, did he do mortgages in here?
Do you want me to go home?
No, love, no. I'm only joking. Told you. It's on me.
You're honoured. Your dad's usually that tight, he only breathes in.
Hey, we're going to have plenty more times like these to look forward to. This is just the first of many, eh, love?
Maybe in a couple of weeks' time, eh?
Right. Let's have a toast, shall we?
Wait, Dad. You're not going to make a speech, are you?
I just want to say a few words to welcome Megan, into the family. Right. Well, these last couple of months have been very special to me. Not only have I got Anthea back into my life, I've also discovered that I've got another beautiful daughter who I knew absolutely nothing about. And believe me, nothing warms my heart more than to see the three of you sitting there getting on like a house on fire. I only wish our Tony was here to share in it too. So, to Megan, my new daughter.
And to Megan's new dad.
I'm sorry, I just can't listen to any more of this.
What's wrong?
You're not me dad.
Megan.
Well, of course I am, love.
And will you stop calling me love? I'm not your love. I'm nothing to do with you.
Megan, please.
My dad's dead. He died 4 years ago, and he was more of a father to me than you could ever be.
I'm sorry, love. The last thing I wanted to do was upset you.
Yeah, well, it's a bit late for that.
Megan, sit down.
I just don't know how you can do it, Mum. How you can be with someone like Like that.
Hang on a minute, there's no need for that.
I love it, Meg.
Well, forgive me for not feeling the same way. I'm sorry, I just don't want to know.
Megan, please.
Leave her, love.
I'm sorry, I just can't do this.
Total Brookside by Jeff Tibbles is available now from most bookshops, priced £9.99.